All right, perfect. So it's okay if I borrow your imagination for a few
Yeah,
minutes?
sure.
Now, when I say imagination, I don't mean just thinking about the idea, but kind of stepping into it. Like when you watch a movie, you don't just think about what you're seeing, you're actually kind of reacting based on what they're portraying. Like if it's excitement, scene, like action, you get excited. You know, if it's sad, you feel kind of sad. So you're going to be stepping into this for a second. So I'm going to come over here for a moment, and you can face this way, up beside me. So yeah, there you go. All right, so just kind of stand normally, hands at the sides, nice and relaxed, yeah? Good. Now, you want to take your foot and just imagine you're stepping into some concrete. So take one step forward and just look down. All right. Don't fall over on me. Just relax the knee a little bit. Just nice and comfy. There you go. Perfect. Now look down at your foot. Imagine before all this was put, it was wet cement, like a really thick mud before it solidified, right? So as you imagine that foot beginning to sink into that mud, begin to notice how heavy it starts to become. So you weren't aware of it until I just mentioned it. Now you can no longer ignore it, can you? How heavy it's getting now. You feel it more in the thigh. You don't. Now imagine it going all the way down to the ends of the toe. Right to the point where you know that if you try and lift it, it would be impossible. So take a moment, imagine that becoming completely solidified. And then when you know you can't lift it, then and only then do I want you to try and lift it. Find the moment you try and become completely stuck. It's a bit of a weird feeling, isn't it?
A little bit.
Now look, now some of you might be thinking, oh, it might be a postural trick. Now that would be true, except for this foot here. See, the moment I tap that foot becomes twice as stuck. Now try to lift either foot and find they're completely stuck. Thank you very much. All right, perfect. I'm going to borrow this hand. I'm going to place it right up on your head. So just take a deep breath. And just like your feet, imagine that weight transferring up here. The feet can still stay stuck. But take a moment. Really imagine that weight that's stuck and is traveling to here. Great. Now, and just like your feet, your hands completely stuck to your head. In fact, if you try and lift it, find just like your feet is stuck now.
Try.
Thank you very much. Perfect. And your name for the camera?
Brody.
Brody. Perfect. Now, perfect. Now, the moment he stopped imagining, you notice how your hands. That's true. So you can place it right here to your forehead. Imagine it. It's stuck here now. And now try it. Find it's just stuck. Yep. Thank you very much. Yep. All right. Don't worry. I got you. Now, Brody, I want you to imagine that you're going to transfer your name from where it is right now in your head. I want you to imagine moving that name into your hands. Take a moment. Really imagine this. Really feel this for you. When it's in your hand and no longer in your head, then and only then will that hand become unstuck. And that will tell us that that name is actually in your hand. So when you are ready, good. So now it's in your hand. So now it's in good hands. So now you can wrap your hand around it. And now we're going to take your name out of sight and out of mind to a point where it's like waking up from a dream. And the more you try to say that name, you start to notice there's a fogginess. In fact, if I was to ask you, what happens when you try to say that name and find there's nothing where that name is? And you find it just completely goes like a static feel, like just like a blank slate. It's really weird, isn't it? And the more you try to say that, you find it's just, there's nothing. There's always been nothing. Nothing. But here's the cool part. If you look up for me, you see there's millions upon millions of other names. With your free hand, Tanjiro. Yep. And now look past that and look at everything else. And now with your free hand, I want you to pick out one of those names and pop it into your head, and that will be your name. So go free and just reach. Now pluck it in. And your name is?
Aang.
Aang. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
So tell me, Aang, do you believe in hypnosis and all that, or do you think it's bullshit?
I think it's bullshit.
That's fair enough. Would you be willing to have a change of mind if I show you something?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, perfect. So
minded.
All right, so Aang, I'm gonna get you to place your hands like this. Perfect. And now imagine that there's a big magnet, almost like a Dragon Ball Z ball.
Okay, yeah.
And now I want you to imagine turning it on for me. But instead of pushing away, it's gonna push towards the center.
Okay.
Now I'm going to add in my energy. I want you to really imagine this happening and begin to notice now they start to push. And the more you have fun, the faster this goes. And the faster this goes, the more fun you have. And you can feel that, can't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
In fact, watch. If we wrap them, they'll go faster again. Even faster. There you go.
Hey.
It's doing completely good. And as soon as they touch, you can just let your eyes close in 3, 2, 1. Close your eyes and just relax the head. That's right. Just take a deep breath in, into the nose, out through the mouth. Now, Aang, I want you to recall upon the last time you were really tired and your muscles were physically heavy. You can recall that now that I bring it to your attention. Hold that feeling. And imagine that in your eyes, Aang, to the point where if you try to open them, they would just be completely stuck. So take a moment, allow that feeling to become absorbed in that feeling. Just allow those eyes to become like glue. fill each eyelid, every skin layer will just begin to become glued, locked, unstuck. And when you know down within your core end that those are completely stuck, then and only then do I want you to prove to yourself that you've done it correctly. Just try to open those eyes, because the moment you try, those eyes become stuck now. And the more you try, the more they remain stuck. And the more stuck they feel, begin to notice how it makes you feel good. In fact, the more you notice how good this makes you feel, begin to notice how funny it becomes, and you're going to start to laugh. In fact, the more you think about it, and notice how you start to laugh even more. It gets funnier and funnier and funnier the more you think about it. It starts as a smile, and then it's going to become like a little small audible chuckle, and just allow that to happen for yourself. Just get a nice, good laugh out of it. There you go, and you find he just gets funnier and funnier and funnier the more you think about it, and he gets a louder laugh. It gets funnier and funnier and completely even funnier. Now here's the cool part. Now when you feel this pressure here in a moment, your eyes are going to open, and you're going to stop imagining all of this. You've done so very well. In fact, when you feel it, everything goes back to normal. Your name will go back to normal. And you'll become unstuck. And you'll remember everything, but you'll also remember how good this felt. And you will enjoy it more than you always have. 3, 2, 1. And your name is? Brody. There we go.
Dude, good shit.